On Sunday, Sri Lanka's President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that there was no point in demanding that he goes home as he has no home to go to, while referring to the threats received from the protesters. Speaking in a city named Kandy in Sri Lanka, Wickremesinghe said that some people have threatened to stage protests demanding that he goes home. In response, Wickremesinghe said, and I quote, "I am appealing to you to not to do that as I have no home to go to." Wickremesinghe said that demanding him to go home is just a waste of time. Instead, the protesters should try to rebuild his burnt house. Colombo Gazette reported that the president said that the protesters must either rebuild the country or rebuild his house. He highlighted that the unrest had delayed a possible deal with the International Monetary Fund to help pull the bankrupt nation out of its economic crisis and urged political parties must work together on finding permanent solution to the crisis faced by Sri Lanka. He further said that there is no point in blaming former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa for the country's economic crisis, but rather urged all political parties to come together to take the country out of the economic mess and repay the debt. Wickremesinghe noted that the protests had delayed a possible deal with the IMF, which was progressing after he assumed duties as president. The president reiterated that other countries are not willing to offer financial assistance to the island nation until a deal is reached with the IMF. Sri Lanka needs to find ways to repay its loans as IMF will not fully resolve the issues faced by the country. Notably, on July 9th, Sri Lankan protesters broke into then Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe's private residence and set it on fire, angered by the unprecedented economic crisis. Earlier, the police fired tear gas at the protesters, but despite that, they entered his house and set the house on fire. Following this, Wickremesinghe, who was appointed as Prime Minister in May, announced his resignation from his post. On July 21st, following the resignation of then President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, Wickremesinghe was sworn in as President of Sri Lanka in Parliament. He was elected as President in an election held in Parliament on July 20th.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.